Okay, so what we're gonna do is when we pack a truck, so we're gonna ignore this mom's attic. Some trucks have them, some trucks don't. We're gonna ignore that now, pretend that doesn't exist. So what we're gonna do first is what we like to do is we start with bases. So those are things like dressers, they might be nightstands, pretty much anything that's like any furniture that's solid that you can stack on top of. So you do, and this would be like if we were looking from the back of the truck, if we were looking in, so we'd want like, let's say, dresser, nightstand, table, like anything else. And of course, these would be like packed tightly together and not a lot of space, but you get the idea. Then, after you've got a row of stackable furniture, then what you're going to do is you're going to start going with your boxes. So you'll go boxes, and these will be heavy on the bottom, and just stack those all the way up. Heavy, probably medium, another medium, and then at the top light. Maybe your light boxes, maybe your fragile boxes. And then same thing here. So you would just fill this up, this whole area up with boxes all the way up. And a lot of this is just Tetrising in, filling in an area, making sure there's not room for stuff to move around. Okay, once you've finished with all of your dressers, nightstands, tables, stackable stuff, and your boxes, then what you're going to do is you're going to grab a mattress, basically something like tall that can just be strapped down to hold everything back. So you throw up a mattress here. Let's see, go mattress. Maybe you've got a box spring too. You've got box spring. And then what you'll want to do is you'll probably have some couches. So let's throw a couch right here. This is a couch. And then, actually, let's turn that around. Ideally, before you put the couch in, you've got like some ratchet straps that you can put and just strap that around and hold all of this stuff back. Basically, like the idea is that we take all of these boxes and dressers and everything, and we essentially make it so that it's all like, once we put it all together, we fill in all the space, and instead of moving around a bunch of loose boxes, we're actually just holding them all together so that all of these boxes are actually just, let's pretend like this is all boxes, are just one massive block that's held together tightly and won't move around. And so at this point, we've strapped back our mattress and our box spring to hold back our dressers, heavy boxes, medium boxes, light fragile boxes, all of our other stuff here. And we've strapped this down so none of this would move. Now we're just really getting rid of that bigger furniture, the stuff that is, won't stack, all that other stuff. So we've got our couch. We might throw like some miscellaneous stuff in here. Maybe we've got some extra boxes that we couldn't fit behind the mattress. So we just have some miscellaneous stuff. Maybe we've got like a washer dryer, or we've got like some bikes. Pretend that's a bike. That's not a bad bike. But basically, once we get all this stuff all strapped in, then we'll want to do all of our miscellaneous stuff, stack in this area, and really just pack everything either to the back wall of the truck, so that when we close this wall, nothing's moving around here and everything's the same level. Or what we could do, let's say we finished here and we didn't have stuff to fill in this area. What we would do is we would just, again, another strap, just strap that around so it's tight and holding everything back. If you don't have, like, let's say you don't have a mattress box spring and you've got just like some boxes, maybe you just have a bunch of boxes. Instead of stacking all the way up. And like in that past example, you'd probably want to fill up the mom's attic with a bunch of boxes or miscellaneous stuff. But in, let's say you've just got boxes, then you would just want to fill in the boxes as high as you need to in order to fill in all the space of the truck. So you want all your levels to be about the same height. Because if we have, let's say we have one box that's right here on top of everything else, as soon as they drive forward, that box is going to go flying. They slam on the brakes, it's flying forward. So what we really want to do is we want to just create all this same level. Let's see if I missed anything. Check my notes. So that's the previous example was like your standard move, but a lot of times you don't have a standard move. So in those cases, you just want to pack everything, Tetris it in, make sure it's all really the key things are everything's on the same level and everything is like in this example, if they fly forward, if they drive forward, this stuff isn't going to move because if they drive forward, they have all of this stuff is basically like one unit. So if they drive forward really fast, it's going to go back, but it's going to hit the back wall of the truck, so it's not going to move. If they slam on the brakes, it's going to fly forward, but it's going to hit this wall, so it's not going to move. There's no room for things to move. That's the big idea. That's why you want to Tetris everything in. You don't want to bring your own equipment. Like you want to bring your own equipment, but you don't want to use like ratchet straps on just a load because your customers are going to drive away with them. If there isn't enough stuff to pack the truck tightly from top to bottom, you want to pack from back to front and side to side without leaving items to fall over. So like in this example, this only works if we're also on this like side to side, filling in all of this room and making sure there's no space here for stuff to move around. If we leave, let's say we end it right here, then when they do turns, all this stuff has room to go this way. And then they turn this way, and now everything can move over this way. So there's room for things to shift. So it's really just about filling in all of the space